is a website for a service-based business that is going to move the needle for the business and cause people to call you or text you or fill out a form so that you now have their information to gather to contact them back and talk to them. Hi there. So today I am going to talk about and teach about one of my favorite things to talk about. And if anybody knows me, they're probably tired of me talking about this by now, but I'm still going to talk about it because I think it's that important for your business. But before I do, go to 4dayprofitrace.com. That's the number 4, dayprofitrace.com, and get my free, totally free diagnostic course so you can make more money without working so danged hard. And it's super fast and super simple, and it's going to blow your mind. So that is number 4, dayprofitrace.com. So this episode is sponsored by connectexperts.io. That's experts with an X. Connect, Xperts.io. At Connect Experts, we help busy dog business owners get more leads and convert them without having to spend money they don't have on expensive ads. Go to Connect Experts, that's experts with an X.io, to learn more. This is about what I call the website con job. And it's about what I also call pretty bad websites. So they're very pretty, but they're actually bad for business websites. And if you follow me on Facebook at all, you'll see me make posts about websites that have a learn more button as a call to action button on them. Learn more, learn more, learn more, learn more about our daycare, learn more about boarding, learn more about training, learn more about this, learn more about that. If I see one more learn more button, actually I can't do anything. I'm just going to rant about it, really. I think, oh golly, website designers are not marketers. Website designers are creative people who can build amazingly beautiful websites. Now, there are some industries where an absolutely beautiful website is going to be very important in the potential client or the lead making a decision to buy something. But I'm going to tell you, the dog boarding, daycare training, dog walking, pet sitting industry does not need a beautiful website. Our industries need what I would call a website that is going to bring leads in that you can communicate with and then turn into customers, right? So it's a big thing that people also argue about, like, I have this beautiful website. I spent $5,000 on it and I really don't want to let it go. I'm like, okay, we don't have to let your website go, but I want you to think about what that's costing you. And what it's costing you is a lot of money. Now, if you're willing to keep your very pretty but bad lead generating website, that's cool. It's not my business. It's not how I choose to work. But if you want to make more money, I would rather you have it could still be pretty, but a pretty good website that is built by the mind of a marketer, somebody who knows how to help people make money online or offline, rather than someone who's a website designer. Now, all the website designers are going to come after me, probably with pitchforks now, and that's okay. I would say if you're going to come after me with a pitchfork, that is the wrong focus for you. The better focus for you would be to still be able to make your beautiful websites with a marketer's mind. You can have a beautiful website as long as it calls people to take an action. A call to action, a CTA. If you do any marketing at all, you may have heard about CTAs, a call to action. The majority of websites that I look at, and when I study something, I go deep and I will study. There was a time when I was looking at over 100 websites a week just because I study websites and I'm a geek. I don't look at that many anymore. I can predict exactly what somebody's website is going to have on it and the flow of it based on the number of leads that they have coming in. Just FYI. So I don't even have to look at a website. I know what your website's going to look like. It's probably going to be decently pretty and not have a way for people to find you. And you're like, but it does. It has a contact form. It has a on the menu, it says contact, and then they can fill out a contact form, or at the footer, there's a contact form. And I'm like, on one page? Yeah. I think I talked about this on another podcast. Who's going around searching on your website for a contact form? If they've gone that far, they're really desperate to get in touch with you. Why don't we make it easier for them to give you their information? That's what I would like to see. And part of the issue that I have seen over and over again, especially in the dog training industry, because dog training tends to be a higher ticket item, a service for people to purchase, higher ticket than initially what they would spend on a day of daycare or 3 nights of boarding. Although over time, people will spend a lot of money on daycare and a lot of money on boarding. But generally speaking, in the dog training world, people are going to spend more upfront. And so I say every time somebody cannot figure out a way to give you their information or get in touch with you really, really easily, you have just lost probably $3,000 to $5,000. Boom. So there is that piece to the website con job, I call it. Now, don't go taking this personally, website designers. Go take a class on better calls to action and help your clients better. All you really need is, and I'm going to do a whole other podcast on SEO. All you really need is one page. People do not need to go study about you and see how many certifications you've taken and how many courses you've gone through. I hope you've gone through a lot, and I hope you continue to keep getting certified and continue to do continuing education. It's extremely important. The people hiring you, generally speaking, 99% of them don't care about that. What do they care about? They care about whether you can help them or not. How soon do they need the help? Probably soon. How soon can they get to you? Well, if they're going to try to hunt around on a website to learn more or learn about your philosophy, your philosophy is important. To learn more about you, to learn more, they're not filling out a form to get in touch with you to give you money. That's the bottom line of it. So I think I started talking about this a minute ago, and then I distracted myself. What I hear people saying all of the time is, but Sherry, I just spent so much money on a website. One of my clients, I didn't know they did this, that people make decisions. My clients do not have to run all of their decisions past me, by the way, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes I'll be like, wow, that was probably $18,000 that you might not have wanted to spend. Literally, one of my clients, an amazing dog trainer, fabulous person, so smart, thought that her website was bad. It wasn't, by the way, and reached out to some website design companies, and one of them sold her an $18,000 website. She, until recently, was still making payments on it, $18,000 over 18 months or 12 months or whatever. It was either $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month, whatever that was, for a website. Now, it was a decent website. That was it. Like, they included the thing they call SEO, which is, don't even get me started on that right now. I have a whole nother podcast for that. I will tell you all about the SEO con job, but first we're talking about the website con job. So I also have a free Facebook group called Dog Business Success Community, and I welcome you to join the community there. It's very supportive, and I have more free trainings and some amazing interviews with very successful dog business owners. Some are on building their third and more facility, many of them millionaires. Most of them started out with absolutely nothing. And so just go to Facebook and join my group, Dog Business Success Community. $18,000. I'm like, how many more people are contacting you? She doesn't know. How much more have you sold? She doesn't know because she's not tracking it. That's okay. A lot of people aren't tracking those things. I'm not shaming or judging on this. But she's like, but I spent that much money. I don't want to have to go make a new website. That, my friends, is called the sunk cost fallacy. $3,000 I spent on this site. I spent $1,000 up front, and I'm paying like $450 or $250 a month for maintenance. And so for me to go spend that money and build another site is going to be too much money. And so they just don't do it. It's like if you, I don't know what else, the sunk cost fallacy for um, anything. Like you spent the money, so now you don't want to spend the money again, but the money you spent is not making you more money. So you might want to go spend a little more money with something that is actually going to do what we call move the needle. Now, it's like a speedometer, right? Where it's 0 to 60 or 0 to 100, depending on what you're driving. Or what is going to move the needle financially in your business from 0 or 25 miles an hour to, a lot more money is going to be doing things or being aware of things like the sunk cost fallacy. Like if you had $18,000 to pay for a website, you're going to be able to make 18,000 more and potentially take $18,000 over 3, 4, or 5 years and use a system or have a website template that helps generate leads much faster over time that will make you far more money than the money you're thinking about that you lost. So sunk cost fallacy comes into place here a lot. There's a few website designers in the industry that design decent websites that maybe on old WordPress themes, like they designed something 10 years ago, which by the way, right now is not what is moving the needle for businesses. But because they've spent so much money over time, they like the person, is a nice person who designed it, they have trouble letting go of it and getting something new. So, I don't know. What is the purpose of a website? Is it a brochure? Is it for people to go learn more? Or is it to gather someone's information so that you can connect and communicate with them for them to buy your service? Now, if you're in a business where you're selling products, something I can think, I don't know, my husband is a mechanical design engineer. He buys things all the time for his company from Grainger. Now, Grainger is an amazing company and sells products. They sell things that other places don't. You can do searches and go find the product, buy 5 of something, 1 of something, 18 of something, whatever. I'm not talking about that. Like, yes, those are websites that are for more information to find a product that has its price on it. Yes, you're going to buy from them. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is a website for a service-based business that is going to move the needle for the business and cause people to call you or text you or fill out a form so that you now have their information to gather to contact them back and talk to them. Service-based businesses need to talk to people. Just a thought. So I don't know, if I had $1 for every pretty bad website that I've seen, I don't think I'd have to work again. Almost all of them that I see, even in the industry, there are people promoting website builds right now. Like they run ads for you. They also build websites. The websites are beautiful. And I go on them and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how much you charge these people. That's a beautiful site. Wow. It's got like, I don't know, 25 pages. It's really deep. There's something about all the services. Here's a blog with all of these articles on it. I'm going to guess that website's not moving the needle for the people who bought it from you, though. It's not a lead generating type of template. It's not built. You can build a beautiful site that also generates and converts a lot of leads for people, right? It doesn't have to be ugly, but I'll tell you what, in studies that have been done in internet marketing, sometimes the uglier the landing page of the website is, sometimes the more it converts. We call it like a down and dirty. Somebody taught me this years ago. We use their name. Let's build a name website landing page. And when those usually convert higher than anything really truly beautiful that I build. So just FYI, you can have a beautiful site. It can reflect your brand and it could be different than what the majority of people are selling out there. And I do, anybody who comes into my world as a client gets a copy of my lead generating website template. And often just organic leads wise, people finding you on Google Business profile, people finding you online, you will convert. You will get more people to fill out a form or call you on that. When you follow the flow of that template, then you will on the existing beautiful website that you have. So that's my rant on websites. Just remember the sunk cost fallacy. In business, there are times when we just have to keep spending money on things until we hit the right thing. I can't tell you how much money I wasted on website people in the past, to the point where I learned how to build my own websites. It was that bad. Like, I can build a WordPress website in a day, but I'm not going to. That's not the best use of my time. Best use of my time is helping anybody who will listen build a website that is super simple and compels people to fill out a form or call you. So there you go. And it doesn't have to cost you. I know there's people in the industry who are selling things like a super lead generating template. It's proprietary. It's going to cost you $297 or $397 a month. You got to pay for a year and da 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 da. I'll call that out too. Like, really, it's not rocket science. It's not that proprietary. Come on. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. So your website may be pretty, and I want you to realize it also might be bad, in that it is not helping you get more new people into your world to pay you money so that you can help them with their dog and create a happy world for everybody involved. All right. Thank you for listening to my rant. You have been listening to the Thriving Dog Business Podcast with Sherry Boyer, a 7-figure dog business owner. Subscribe to us to get more proven tips to boost your profits without working yourself into the ground. And we have new episodes every other week. To get clear on how to make more money in less time, go to 4dayprofitrace.com to get my exclusive free, very short course.